or the drums, I should say, there's 3 holes which are tapped to M10. However, on both sides of mine I couldn't get any M10 bolts in. They won't go in. So what my advice is, before you start reassembling brakes, is to tap the holes out to M10, so that in the future you can remove it. I think the threads are a funny size, but mine have been tapped to M10 and that's what they should be, but I couldn't get an M10 bolt in any of these, so I'm going to tap it out with this. It looks like an M9. It just won't go in the hole, even the bit that starts. Whether it's because it's rusted up so much, I don't know. But a tip is to make sure those threads are clear when you're fitting it back, because you might need to get it off again to do any adjustments. Yeah, this one's, if it is an M10, it's very tight. It's going to be an M10 by the time I'm finished anyway. Almost that. I think it's rust, you know. What's the state of these drums? Oh, it's definitely gone in now. Take that out. Pull that off. There you go. M10. Look at that. So I shall do it on the other drum as well, and leave some bolts in it. They'll come in handy when I'm going back to the van, because I'm in the shed at the moment. Hi YouTubers, it's George. I bet you're a bit fed up with me talking about brakes, but I will show you this. This is something I purchased. No, it's not a first aid kit, and it's to do with brakes. And one of the problems I have with brakes is, because I'm on my own, how do I bleed the brake system to get the air out? So I decided to buy myself this kit. It's £12 it cost me, and it's a vacuum pump, and as well as bleeding the brake systems, it's suitable for testing some of the sensors on modern cars and vans and things like that. And I'll just show you. I've never used one of these before. I've used the old-fashioned method of somebody pumping the pedal up and down and opening and closing the bleed nipples to get the air out. I'll show you what's inside this. Okay. There's a set of 3 adapters to fit the 3 different sizes of brake bleed nipples to get the air out, and these clip onto the back of the cylinders. There's sections of pipe and also other adapters. Now in this bottom half you get a container you attach the vacuum pump to with this lid, and I'll just take the cover off. This is the tool itself, and you press this and you create a vacuum. So you suck the air and the fuel, you suck the air and the brake fluid through the pipes into this jar. And what you do, you remove this cap here, you put that cap on, add length of pipe to the vacuum pump, and then your hoses to the bleed nipples, and then what you do, you suck. As you suck this, it pulls the brake fluid through your pipework into here, so this collects the fluid, and any air is actually expelled through this. Now this is a calibrated gauge for testing, I think it's the airflow sensors and things like that on modern cars, but I'm not interested in that. This is purely and simply for me to bleed the brakes. Try and say that without saying too much. The instructions is very good. It was £12.38, I think, something like that. But it means I can top up the master cylinder with fluid, attach this to the wheel cylinders at the back, suck the air out the pipes and where there's airlocks in the system, and just all I need then is to go to the front and keep topping up the master cylinder, and then any fluid that does come out gets caught in here, and that can be disposed of. Things like that. The old fluid. Never used one of these before, so that's how I understand you use it, but in principle it might be different. Whether I'll be able to video that in action, I'm not sure, but be interesting to try it. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like, and if you look these up on the internet, there's loads of different variations to it. There's also, yes, there's another way of bleeding the brakes, and what you do is you use the air pressure from your spare wheel or a tyre, you pressurise, you take the cap off your master brake reservoir, fill it full of fluid, put this on the top, and then use the air from the tyre to pump the liquid down the pipes. I don't like that method because to me you're pumping air in. Right, with this method you're extracting the air out. These other fittings, I'm really not sure what you do with these. These look like you pump up tyres, so I don't really know. And you get lengths of pipe. So I think for the money I paid, including the case and postage, I think that was a very good buy. And if it does work and save me a lot of time, it's worth the investment in buying the tool. So once again, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like.